We are back on the rollerblades, and if I sound slightly annoyed, it's because I just recorded the entire voiceover for this without hitting record. So now I'm doing it again. But I haven't skated in about 2 weeks. This is my first session back, and that last session, you guys knew I was sick. I had been complaining about feeling sick. Well, the sickness came back right away, and I hadn't skated for like a week before that one as well. So we're very out of practice. This is the least I've skated since I started skated, which is not good for me. You guys have heard me talk about how I'm very momentum based, and sometimes when that momentum slows down, it can cause me to forget about something completely. So I got really sick and decided I was going to wait out the cold, and it ended up being a whole 2 weeks, which is a lot longer than I wanted. As soon as I got back out there and started skating around, it felt a lot better. Took me a little bit to get my soul grind under me, but I usually like taking the first like 15 minutes of my session just to calibrate my soul grind. That was definitely needed. I want to say that I am so happy with this Them 909 in the small. It fits perfectly. It's like the shape of my foot. It could be a little bit wider on my left foot, but this and my USD Sways are by far and away my favorite fits. I'm not sure I'll ever be comfortable skating anything else that's not similar to this length, because I'm a 262 millimeter. Anything shorter than this would hurt my foot. Anything longer than this would feel too long, I think. In a weird length, because my foot is really tall and wide, but anyways, I wanted to skate the rail behind me today, but once I got there, I decided to just focus all my attention on the small ledge because it's been so long since I skated. I just wanted to run through my tricks, do what I can, and once I started doing different tricks in the soul grind, I actually started feeling a lot better. But I was looking at that rail through the corner of my eye the entire time. I don't want to say I'm scared of it, because I've done a bunch of tricks in most of my switch ups on several different setups on that rail, but it seems like my rail fear or my hesitation to want to skate rails doesn't go away. Every single time, even if I'm skating rails multiple days in a row, I still have like that thing inside me that pushes me away from it. Like I just don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with the extra risk. But I don't know. Maybe I just need to keep doing it, and eventually that mental block will go away. But it's really becoming a problem with me starting. Once I get started skating the rail, this seems to be fine. But I just didn't want to. I don't even know if I want to categorize it as fear, because fear is definitely a part, but it's not the same type of fear that I felt before I ever did tricks on rails. Now it's more of an inconvenience. Like I don't feel like dealing with the mental state I have to bring myself in to skate a rail. Now that I'm saying it, now that it's like being said out loud, it just sounds like me making excuses and complaining, doesn't it? It just sounds like me being scared and trying to convince myself that I'm not scared. That I'm just making a smart, calculated decision to not skate the rail, even though I could. And it's technically easier. Literally all my tricks are easier on that rail. But it's just, I don't know. And I never even had any bad rails on that thing, or bad bails on it. I never slammed into it too hard. I have fell on the rail before, and it wasn't even that bad. So the mental block is just, I think it's a repetition thing. Just crazy, because I started skating nothing but rails when I first started learning grinds. You guys remember that? When I skated that small Mad Gear P rail in parking lots every single day. I would just do thousands of frontside grinds and soul grinds. Just over and over and over again. I fell hard so many times. I think that's probably why I developed rail fear, because I got so many bails. And you see that Royale right there? That is the best first try royale I've ever done in my life. So this is where the session kind of start feeling a lot better for me. My confidence raised a bunch because usually royales take me several attempts to start getting boot down, at least in a comfortable way, but my first attempt was probably my best attempt. Man, that looks so smooth. I had him film some attempts because I just got a brand new phone. And I don't have much footage of myself filmed like this style, to be honest. And everything always looks better. Like, this definitely looks better when you have somebody holding a camera and filming you. Well, this is my phone, but just more dynamic and looks more like the trick should look. So I feel like it would be very fun for me to make a full video part. I'm very interested in what my switch ups that I can do, like on long ledges, would look like with someone actually filming them. Because I know what they look like on a tripod camera, and I know what they look like filmed on a tripod and then motion captured afterwards to kind of like follow me. But almost all of them I've never had somebody film me. But I always feel bad. Like, even asking him to film me there, it just felt bad. I feel like I'm taking somebody out of the session. So I'm not sure what to do about that. Well, maybe I'll get more comfortable asking people to film me. And I also don't want to just start filming him, like, because I feel like it puts more pressure on you. The camera on a tripod, you can easily just kind of forget about it and work on your tricks. But when you have somebody standing there waiting for you to do the trick, you're like, more pressure is put on you in the situation. Not only because you want to land the trick very quickly to get the clip quickly, but because you're taking up somebody's time. You're like asking them to do you a favor. And when it comes to a trick that I'm not sure if I'm going to land the way I want to right away, I just don't want to do that. Because there's a lot of situations where I want to do the trick 5 times to do it correctly. And there's no way I'm making somebody stand there and film me for 20 minutes. But I guess some people like filming. That's why there's like dedicated filmers, right? Because it's hard to get people to want to do that unless they want to do that already. And even if they might want to do that, unless they tell you and decide to do it themselves, it's hard to ask somebody to do that. So, whew. That's one of the sickest tricks I've ever seen. Kind grind 360, or negative kind grind 360 out. That was insane. This is the part where he starts whipping out the different switch ups. I start trying back torque. But notice my commitment to actually turning my body on my torque and farv was not there today. That's one of those things that the more I'm skating, I notice I start turning into tricks more and more. But when I'm kind of out of practice like I am right now, I'm just trying to be as safe as possible. And my groove is not fully made on these sole plates yet. These 901 sole plates are so hard. Just super, super, super hard. They're barely worked in. You can like see where it's starting to work in. It's all like scraped up, but the actual form hasn't pushed in. Like, I'm not wearing away at any of the material to create a new groove. It's just, I'm just scratching my groove that already exists, which is kind of frustrating because it doesn't have a hook on both sides. The backside groove is like a check mark shape, which feels really good, but I like to have a kind of hook in the front of my backside groove because it makes it easier to hook onto Unity tricks and switch top acid. But I need to work that in, and then that switch top acid will feel a lot better. Because right now I feel like I'm relying on pushing my front frame into the ledge rather than the backside groove. But that felt really good, and the session is starting to come to a close. I know I haven't been posting videos a lot lately because I haven't been skating, but hopefully that changes. I'll be able to reapply for monetization January 14th. So that'll be cool. And thank you guys for sticking with me. Peace out.
Oh.